Hello, everyone. My name is Namuo, and I'm the Vice President of Learning here at South Mountain Community College. It is my absolute honor to address this year's graduating class at SMCC. And what a year this has been. You know, the world you will conquer as college graduates is vastly different than the world you thought you would conquer as college students. Our hearts go out to the more than 6 million global citizens and nearly 2 million Americans diagnosed with COVID-19. This pandemic has tragically claimed over 100,000 lives in the US as public health officials race to develop a vaccine. The people on the front lines of this pandemic, the nurses, the physicians, the first responders, teachers, and scientists, all started in those same classrooms you are now leaving behind. Nelson Mandela reminded us that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. My challenge to you is to do just that. Change the world. At South, you learned that learning doesn't stop once you leave the classroom. At South, you learned to redefine classroom. At South, you learned your strengths and grew to appreciate the strengths of others. You learned about the beautiful and powerful art of storytelling. At South, you learned to build robots. You did pottery and learned about digital photography. At South, you learned to create apps. You were a college student and a high school student at the exact same time. At South, you filled the night with music under the stars. You persevered until you attained your bilingual nursing certificate. At South, student government helped you understand the importance of selflessly serving others. At South, you competed as an athlete while helping to earn academic All-American status for your team. At South, you learned about entrepreneurship and the entrepreneurial mindset. You learned that your communication professor might tie your class together in knots and challenge you to communicate your way out of it. You learned that philosophy can blow your mind. You learned about Cisco, about subnet masks, about firewalls. At South, you learned that our math professors can be compassionate. And that matters when you're trying to learn math. At South, your classes challenged you to deconstruct systemic racism, to acknowledge that people of color continue to face heartbreaking injustices, and that these traumatic injustices are intergenerational. At South, my hope is that you learned that South Mountain Community College is indeed what it claims to be, the college with a heart. Today is the day you honor those who helped you along the way. Today is the day you set aside excuses and reasons you can't. Today is the day you decide that silence in the face of injustice is betrayal. Today is the day you choose to stand up for social justice. And today is the day that you decide not if, but how you will make this world a better place. You are now part of South Mountain's rich history. Now time for my favorite part. Graduates, if you are able to do so, please rise. Fun fact, this year, the oldest among you is 77 years old. The youngest among you is just 14. 2020 graduates of South Mountain Community College. In recognition of your accomplishments and as an acknowledgement of your transition from students to graduates, I invite you to transfer your tassels from the right to the left. Family and friends, I present to you the historic Class of 2020 at South Mountain Community College.